let me ask you this. Like you alluded to, Stallone isn't just a physical presence. He is that, but he's also a writer, a
Mhm.
director, and an actor, right? He does all these things and produces, okay? So, can you name for me someone else who has arguably three of the biggest movie franchises ever? Arguably, Rocky, Rambo, and the Expendables that transcended what, so 70 to 2020 to five different decades, right? He's had a number one movie in five different decades. Okay? He is he has I mean Rocky and Creed are
The
falling under the same
Expendables.
thing. But what?
The Expendables.
What about the Expendables?
The Expendables wouldn't exist without fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No, they wouldn't exist without
70,
Stallone. It was his
7,
idea.
yeah, I
They
know. And
wouldn't exist without Stallone.
70% of the dudes in the Expendables are doing an Arnold Schwarzenegger impression that they grew up watching when they were kids. You're telling
Oh
me
my
Statham's not out there
god.
doing his best? Listen, Rocky, Rambo, you got it. The Expendables, I mean, I think we can agree that the Expendables is probably where Schwarzenegger and Stallone's unique sensibilities come together. Wasn't Schwarzenegger in an Expendables movie?
Right. Yeah.
Maybe
He was
two?
in I think he was in the second or the third one
Yeah.
because they were all number one in the box office, by the way. Number one movies in the world, all three of them, Expendables 1, 2, and 3. And Stallone came up with it, created it, and then all these guys are banging down his door to be in it.
Yeah,
Stallone's the
because
genius. That's
they're all trying to.
genius.
You're right. It is genius to put that together, but almost everybody in that movie is doing their best Arnold Schwarzenegger impersonation.
Bullshit. They're all doing Stallone does that. You're telling me that Stallone in First Blood doesn't blow out any action performance that Schwarzenegger's ever had?
I don't really consider First Blood an action movie, but
I mean, some say it was the original action movie.
I mean, I think it's more of a psychological drama. But that's what I.
It's
Okay, so
phenomenal,
no, listen,
regardless.
it's incredible, and I'm not going to sit here right now and tell you that Schwarzenegger has ever really been in a movie like that. Um, but I don't really consider like First Blood was a thing, and then First Blood Part Two was like, oh, that's a totally different thing, and then Rambo
Right.
3 was like, Jesus Christ, okay, like
What are we even doing? Yeah.
we're nowhere near this.
Did you see the most recent Rambo with where he's at the farm?
Yeah, yeah,
Actually,
you got me
pretty
on that
good.
one. It was, I
Yeah,
mean, it was
really good.
brutal, like
Yeah.
just.
The one before that though, where he's like in Vietnam or whatever, and he's just like blowing people
Oh
up
wait,
with
there were two new ones, right? Yeah, yeah. I
yeah,
was talking about the first one. I have seen the second new one where they also come to his farm, but the
yeah,
first one, I mean, he's shooting people from point blank range with like anti-aircraft
yeah.
missiles. I mean, those
He's
dudes
just
do damage on
he.
that village.
I think like the last Rambo, he was still in Expendables mode, like before he was able to get Expendables out of the system. Because he's like, look, I'm gonna write something, tons of action, tons of fun, big bang boom, and we're having a day getting out of there, right? You know what I mean? Like that's what he wanted with the action. But if you look at who, like, I mean, he's done amazing stuff and they've been iconic, and like they've been redone by other people emulating him at the highest form of flattery. I just remember like small things. Like remember Cliffhanger, right? Great movie.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Great
yeah.
got
Pretty
right?
good.
Okay. What about
Lithgow really stole
Demolition
the
Man?
show.
Remember Demolition Man?
Demolition Man was good. Demolition Man was good. It was no Running Man, but it was a good. It was the second
Okay.
best
There's no
man
What
movie.
about Judge Dredd?
It wasn't as good as Carl Urban's Dread, but it was pretty good.
What about Stop or My Mom Will Shoot?
For My Mama Shoot was no Kindergarten Cop, but it was pretty decent.
You fucking bastard.
Listen, listen.
We can
Here's
go
the
tit for
deal.
tat all day, motherfucker. You want to
We
go
can
tit for
sit.
tat? We'll go tit for fucking tat. All right, look at you. You made it to the end of the clip. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Let's take back that algorithm from all those noodles who have oppressed us with this YouTube noodleness. You guys are the greatest. We love you. Thanks. See ya.